1 minute, I'm just going to text the mister whilst driving to say, go bring the washing in. Don't text and drive, folks.
Don't ruin my truck when you come flying around the corner. Okay, all right. OBS, you need to stop. OBS, you.
Oh, wow. That is a black cloud. Rogan won't get in.
Uh, oh, I'm back? Am I back? Okay. Because according to OBS, I'm not. But okay. All right.
Ooh, that thunder is coming perilously close. I haven't had a response from my text message, so I might need to
That's fine.
nip down and get the washing in because I can see the clouds with the rain filling in them. You know, when you can see it like coming in as a sheet.
Yeah, go ahead. I just had to park for a while to beat on OBS with a stick. I think it's actually Twitch is having problems right now. The weather map looks Armageddon-like for you, apparently, according to Wolf. Thanks for the auto shoutouts. Oh yeah, of course. Goat. What do I have in the back? Oh, teddy bear. All right. I like the goat.
Wowza, we just had the thunderstorm is here. Shame you can't pick up all the thunder noises, but it's quite impressive.
Well, if you disappear, we'll know why.
Because I have been struck by lightning.
Or you've lost power.
Nah, that wouldn't happen here, I don't think.
Don't tempt Mother Nature.
Yeah, grab the washing just as the first massive raindrops were starting to come down.
We rarely lose power in a storm there. Well, you never know. I mean, we rarely lose it too, but you never know.
I normally like to stand out in the rain in thunderstorms. Not
Well,
holding a metal object or anything. Maybe just undercover whilst out, but not out.
Serenaar has confirmed she prefers to go outside in thunderstorms and holding large metal objects. So.
There you go.
Rogan, so weather is bad in Ireland? Forgot you were Irish, according to Serenaar, says Wolfman.
Every mistake you ever make will be catalogued for all time.
Yes, especially around here.
Hmm.
How many hours of derpalopagus moments have been recorded by DOS?
Oh, I can't imagine. There must be so many.
uh,
That hard drive of mine that refused to read for a while, well, I tested it recently. That had so many old unused YouTube clips on it. Oh well.
Fad. It will indeed, Miss Rainbow Fields 2013.
See, 10 years ago, and it's still being brought up.
Color, hello, welcome in.
I think we looked at the mini map and then changed it to what crops there were, and it was about I'd done 2 or 3 different rows of the new crop. Not
Uh,
even next to each other either. They were just like stripes. The field was stripy.
Somehow that doesn't actually surprise me.
Mm, fun times. And yes, I've been. What was we when we were last playing? 13. And people were like, how long have you been playing this game? 11 years. Still finding out things about the game.
I don't know how DOS plays Dragon's Dogma with this friggin' controller. I legit have no idea.
I heard Dragon's Dogma wasn't that good, but yeah,
I was
you
just
like.
playing Dragon Dogma 1.
Oh, there was a lot of criticism about the lack of save slots and stuff like that in the latest one.
Yes.
Loot boxes and whatnot.
DOS is not
Holy
wired
cats,
up normally.
apocalyptic rain. What?
That is true. DOS is not wired normally, but I don't know why this was on this big of a trailer, but all right. Speed bumps, getting Rogan and Hayden mixed up. No, we don't remember these things at all, Serenar. I don't know what the speed bumps thing is about. I'm sure.
Oh, I went over a speed bump a little bit too vigorously.
Ah, okay.
Once, just once. And Wolfman clearly never forgets.
I mean, except for when he does in his old age.
Yes, we'll go to the homes shortly, dear. I'll go get you some ice cream. Don't worry. Where did you leave your cardigan? Oh, okay. Actually, that's him saying that to me, so.
Well, yes, there's that. I could see him wearing a cardigan and um, eating a lot
Like
of
a nice
Jello.
pair of comfortable slippers. That's...
Yep, yep.
Oh, there was an achievement in here for taking stuff from one of the gold mines in one of the states. Very vague, I know. And I thought I got it right, and I did like an 800-mile journey because I couldn't find any. And then turns out it was the wrong gold mine. So.
What's wrong with cardigan? Susan asks.
They are very practical and comfortable.
Who's already ready for the old folks home?
You get a nice comfy chair, you can watch all your daytime programs. Sounds great.
That trailer seems excessive. It is, Sunshadow, but that's why I take it.
Are you just messing with me again?
Always.
Well, please don't come along this road until after I've dropped this trailer off, because you won't be ghosted, and that would be a bad time.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you. Huzin's younger brother already acts like he needs an old folks home. Yeah, well, he does. I can see 1G with a cane and a hunch and like chewing his lips and complaining about the lack of jello or something at a restaurant.
I see 1G with a monocle at some point.
Compensating? I don't know, who's in. I could say something, but I'll be good for a change.
For a change. Who are you and what have you done with there?
Yes, we did see 1G's reaction when Doss gave him Southern iced tea. He looked very offended.
Alright, where is this trailer? Oh, at least they gave me a nice pickup anyway.
I mean, it should be probably about the same place I did. Oh, no. You're over here. Yeah, hopefully you can make that turn. But that's for you to figure out, not me.
Hmm.
Good thing this is a light load, makes coming up this hill easy. I remember coming out of this with that very heavy load. That was interesting. Ah, look at that. Easy as can be. Let's see. Was it as bad as when Wolf gave 1G decaf PG? Didn't Doss also suggest she'd make iced tea with Yorkshire tea bags? Yeah, she did. She did. Yeah, she usually uses Lipton because that's the norm. But she could, if she needed to, make sweet iced tea with Yorkshire tea bags. Did you make it through the turns?
I did.
Good.
It's raining in the game now.
Just to help with the overall atmosphere.
Yeah, it looks like we're over the most of it now. The thunder is not quite as loud. Spoke to my parents earlier. They were expecting some thunderstorms earlier on in the day, like Rogan said, and they put all their garden gazebo away and everything, and then it was beautiful, glorious sunshine.
Well, of course. That's how it's supposed to be, right?
They'd already put the gazebo away, so they were annoyed they couldn't sit under it.
Put away a gazebo? How do you put away a gazebo?
It's like I think we use that term for like a square tent thing.
Oh, like the thing that we used when you were here?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. We just call that a pop-up awning.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah, for us, a gazebo is like a physical structure you build.
Yeah, I suppose it could be that as well. I do maybe call it like a mini marquee tent or something.
Okay.
But it's open on all sides, so.
Yeah, gazebo is usually something that's... Oh, I gotta figure out how to... Nope, nope, that's not it. How do I turn on my windshield wipers? There we go. Found it. Sorted.
It's a bit sudden. Ugh.
Now, a gazebo here would be like usually a octagon shape, but sometimes square, open on all sides, but made with like 4x4 lumber and
Yeah, with a little ornate roof type thing.
well, sometimes it's ornate, but sometimes just a flat roof or a slightly pitched roof. The clouds here are darker than Vam's mood when Kurt gets his jokes out. Whoa! God, it is really hard to drive when you keep looking out the left window of the truck. Turn off that blinker. I have long given up teaching Americans to speak English. You invented the language and you can't speak it for lick.
Is it raining for you as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't even say Worcester. Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Mm. There's a place in Massachusetts called Worcester. I almost went to university there. But then I realized I didn't want to spend $60,000 a year.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. What is it with these red lights?
Do you get any assistance with that, like loans or whatever?
Oh, you could get loans, yeah, but then you'd come out of school with $240,000 of loan.
We have student loans here, and I'm still paying mine off 20 years later.
Yeah. No, I ended up going to the university in the town that I graduated high school in, and because they gave you like they did this thing where the state, because I stayed in state, I got a scholarship for that, and then there was a separate scholarship for staying in the same county. So I graduated with my undergrad with no loans at all.
Nice. So
I
a
mean,
scholarship is just like they pay for everything.
yeah. Well, not everything. They give you an amount that gets applied to your tuition. But I mean, I also worked 6 jobs, so I kind of made sure I didn't have any loans. Then I went back for my master's and I took out loans because shockingly, you can't live on $8,000 a year. That's what they paid me as a graduate teaching assistant.
Yeah, that's not much.
No. And you had to pay tuition, which was 16,000 a year. So already you were 8 grand in the hole.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
Here's some money that doesn't cover anything.
Right. Yeah. And I was like, okay, cool, thanks. Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh, there's a Kurt here.
What's that? You want a joke?
Modos, welcome in. Kurt, how's it going? How was last playing Dot? How was Supermarket Simulator? I happen to remember what he was supposedly streaming. And did you get hit by this weird Twitch burp? I like that dancing dinosaur gif. It makes me
Who's that
happy.
from?
It's a stock Twitch one.
Ah,
And I
what
don't know.
you would you get if you were on a hype train on a certain
I,
year or whatever?
I
And that,
don't know.
oh,
I've got it, so I'm like, I'm cool with it. And it makes me smile no matter what when I put that because it's a dancing dinosaur.
I don't know if I've got it. I'll have to check next time I'm on Twitch. But inevitably I'll forget, so.
Yeah, you will.
And then I'll discover it. It's like, oh, I've got this dancing dinosaur emote about 8 months later, and you'll be like, mm-hmm.
Yep, yep. That's pretty much how it works around here. Supermarket was squirrely as usual. Don't think Twitch burped for you. Okay. It was either Twitch or OBS. Right now, OBS says I am not connected, which makes me lean towards this is an OBS problem. Ooh.
So does that mean there won't be a YouTube backup?
There will. It'll just be two pieces.
Oh.
Yeah, the bot's broken now too. Or the Twitch API. Oh, I bet you that's it. The Twitch APIs are having problems.
Mm. So the streams will work, but not anything else.
I think they're bringing them back online. Oh, you know what? I connect to the that was not the button I wanted to press. I connect to the Dallas data center. I wonder if they had a problem in their Dallas data center.
How do you know which server you're connected to?
When I set it up, it said the best data center for me was Dallas, and I was like, fine, whatever.
Oh.
I mean, given Twitch keeps laying people off, I'm not surprised they're having problems.
There's a police car stuck in front of me, and he will not move.
Well, you could move
I'll
him.
push him out of the way gently.
Here, officer.
He's now facing the wrong way.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
What was I going to say? Something. I think when Fluffy moves the farm forward and Fluffy farming, there's not a lot to do. I think there's like going to be 2 fields to flip and a silage bunker to empty.
Okay, where's the silage going?
The animal
Just to sell?
dealer. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's quite a lot to do on Court Farm, if that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done a couple of the fields, but it just involves picking the rocks up now, and I hate that job.
Yeah, I mean, we can turn that off if you want.
No, the idea is to make it as obnoxious as possible, but then if it's just so obnoxious neither of us want to play it, then yeah, no point really.
Yeah. I think we have the biggest stone collector as well. So.
Yeah, I watched another series on No Man's Land, I think it was, that had the rock collector and they were using it to make gold.
Well, I mean, you can do stuff with the rock if you have the right mods to process it, but
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
gold one was wild. You had a methane plant, which you just chuck like silage or slurry or manure into, and then you can get rocks and put them in the methane plant or the gold plant with methane and water, and then it turns into gold pallets. Because they're like huge gold bars on a pallet, right? They're just so obnoxious, but yeah, needless to say, that's a bit of a cheap way to make money.
yeah, just a bit.
But I think on our map, all you can do with the rocks is turn them into lime.
Right, which isn't a terrible thing to do with them. The biggest problem with them is that we don't have a piece of equipment that can lift a full bucket of them. Because if you try with the skid steer, you have to get like 10% in the bucket. That's about all it can lift.
Yeah.
And whatever you do, be careful because dumping into the dump truck of our truck, every once in a while the game does one of its wonderful physics glitches, and you end up with the truck on its side and the skid steer on its roof. And then you have to go hire a wheel loader to flip the equipment back over.
So we should just get a wheel loader
Eventually
or
we
a
need to,
telehandler.
well, the telehandler will only be worse, so we will need a wheel loader eventually. Probably ought to just get that Volvo wheel loader. That thing is good.
Yeah, I like that. Now that I've worked out I can actually start it because of my stupid keys.
Muppet.
Why would you think that because it didn't work on some vehicles and not others? It's like, what is going on?
How many weeks has Serenar complained about not being able to start vehicles? And it turns out she changed her key bindings, and that broke it.
Only for certain vehicles.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much only for modded vehicles that had extra tasks.
Well, that wheel loader didn't have any. It's just a wheel loader.
Sato, hello. I might be borrowing your log equipment, Sato, because there's some trees that need to go away. But now I bought a lumber yard because I needed pallets and I was tired of buying pallets. So we now have a lumber yard as well, Serenar.
Oh, I thought we had a problem with placeables.
No, it's not a placeable. I just bought it. It's in the village.
Oh, what was the issue that you said then? We can't have any more productions or something.
Yet we couldn't. We had to remove a few things, and then we were able to put down the sugar mill that we have now.
Right, so we've got about 4,000 million litres of sugar.
Well, yeah, something like that. Wow, Serenar, right, Kurt? Yeah, so we've got sugar, we've got strawberries. We need milk and butter.
So we need cows, or we need a way to get milk and butter
Well,
through
I'm
dairy.
thinking maybe we should contract with Vam because he's got cows. And we could buy the dairy in town and we could run a contract with Vam to buy the milk off of him and turn it into butter and cheese and whatever.
That so if we buy that building that's already on the map, if VAM sells something to it, does it just sell into
No,
Oblivion, or does it actually go
it
to us?
it goes to us, but he gets no money for it.
Oh, so we'd have to compensate him for how many liters he's buying. He's selling.
Yes, which is why I was thinking we could do something more like where maybe we run the tankers. That way, it's easier because then we can just have a tanker truck parked and waiting.
Yeah, so and then we'd be contracted onto VAM's farm, so we could
Load up
pick
and
up the milk from his farm.
yep, load up and sell out. And then once we've delivered it to ourselves, then we compensate him for the amount.
Yeah, unless he's needing the milk for something else, obviously.
Correct. A conversation to be had.
Indeed.
I did find out that there is no spinnery. Is it spinnery that there isn't? Yeah, there's no spinnery on the map.
Not at all.
None. So the only way for us to do anything with a sheep's wool is to build a spinnery.
Do we have sheep?
We have a few sheeps.
Maybe we should ditch the sheep and get chickens instead or something.
Well, we're definitely going to get chickens because chickens are like simple. But yes, I'm thinking we might have a sale on lamb pops or a rack of lamb, mutton chops. I don't know.
There won't be any left because I'll have eaten them all.
Hmm.
Tasty. Like, yay, sheep. Tasty. And just before anybody says anything, the horses are safe.
uh, do you know the whole reason why eating horse meat is such a verboten thing is 100% due to the Vikings and the Christian Church?
Okay.
So in Norse, dealing with Odin and Thor and all that, eating horse meat was part of the rituals surrounding that religion. And when the Christian church came in and tried to convert them, it decided to make eating horse meat unlawful because then they could basically ban the worship of Odin and Thor because now you can't do the things you need to do in order to have the ritual. And that's why we aren't where it's like, oh, eating horse meat is so horrible. It's 100% down to that's how they tried to corral the Vikings into Christianity.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
Horses do be tasty though, it's just a bit unfortunate.
It's just a
But
bit
I'm not going to eat
unfortunate.
our horses, you're okay.
It's just a bit unfortunate what that they're tasty or that people think it's such a terrible thing.
Both, I guess.
Well, because in Korea people eat dogs, cats.
Yeah.
Like it's just a meat. I
You
mean,
wouldn't want to eat George though, there's too much gristle.
yeah, well, yeah.
He's just gristle
Um,
and fat.
um, well, it's like, the reason that a large part of the reason that pigs are forbidden in certain religions is it pig flesh actually tastes very similar to human flesh.
We taste like bacon? Oh no.
Yeah, well, that's why in many cases the people who are most likely to not eat pork are firefighters
Because people bacon.
because the smell of burning people smells similar to the smell of cooked piglets.
Oh dear.
This has
So
been
lovely weather
your
we're having.
this has been your random fact of the day.
I would say lovely weather we're having. It's glorious sunshine here again now. What did the apocalypse clouds look like now, Wolf? Are they heading towards Bristol and beyond?
I think he went away to eat and gather.
Oh yes, he's probably herding some cats together to get fluffy farming underway.
Tasty cats.
No, you
Uh,
can eat cats. They're not real.
it's just like eating air.
No calories. It's
Yeah,
all good.
yeah, exactly. If you're on a diet, eat a cat. You're welcome for that helpful dietary advice. I,
Oh, that's a cool fire truck in the entrance to that Beaver Diner and gift shop. Why have they got a fire truck in there? Is this historic Route 66 stuff?
no, I don't think we're on Route 60. I don't know.
Wait, Miami, Oakla? Where are we?
Uh, Oklahoma, Pittsburgh, Oklahoma.
There's a Miami in Oklahoma.
hmm We ran out of place names, so we just recycled them.
Yeah, there's a Birmingham somewhere, isn't there? Alabama.
Yes, you don't want to go
Can't
there.
remember why I know that because I don't know.
Well, that's one of the rocket NASA facilities is in Alabama, Huntsville,
That'll probably be
which
why.
is close to Birmingham. I'm gonna go to Waffletopia.
Waffletopia sounds like a great place.
It does, doesn't it?
Do they ever do those like all you can eat waffle challenge things in the US? I follow one of the a guy who does
Do
eating
we
challenges, and I'm sure I've seen a pancake challenge, but I've never seen a waffle challenge.
do we do competitive eating in the United States? Have you seen the people in the United States?
Fair. This is a British guy that goes over to America and does some of the challenges. He did that. Remember when you were in Vegas? There was a photo of that restaurant where they insult you when they go in and just like it's all medical themed. It's very odd, but
Oh, the
yeah,
Heart Attack Cafe.
that's the one. Yeah, he did a challenge
That's
there, and it was insane. They give
that's
you
in
an IV bag of red wine, so it looks like blood. It's just bizarre.
that's in downtown Vegas, and that is some of the weird like the strip of Vegas is odd, but downtown Vegas takes it to a different level because it's like it wants to compete with the strip, but it has to do it. It can't compete by building casinos, so they compete by doing other weird things, and it's there. Yeah, been once downtown Vegas. Don't see any reason to do that again.
Well, it was yeah, it was that cafe that this dude did the I say cafe, that restaurant that the guy did the eating challenge at, and I think he said it was going to be something like 50,000 calories.
I mean, that's just lunch for some Americans.
Oh, they cook everything with enormous amounts of butter and fat, and made me feel sick watching it, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I don't understand. There was a place here that had something like that. It had the baby burrito. It was like 8 pounds because it was a baby.
The weight of a newborn baby.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Yeah.
Is that how much babies weigh?
I don't know. I
Oh,
think it's
I think
there's
I was
an
only like 5 pounds something when I was born.
well, you're small.
Mm.
Just checking that the stream is still running. Someone comment. Actually, I can go look myself, can't I? Just
Nobody's talking because we're all talking about weird stuff.
I mean, that's just every day at this point.
I suppose. Right, I'm stuck in all these millions of lights. You just. Are you done?
I'm waiting on you.
Okay. I'm 0 miles away.
Yeah, I think it's stuck in buffering land. Thank you, Sun Shadow. I was going to look, but everything seems to be borked for me. Oh, here comes Serenaar. There goes Serenaar, delivering a
Okay, well,
small backhoe on the world's largest trailer.
yeah, I was going to say, what do they want it here for? It looks like there's no construction, but then I pull in and yes.
Yep, there's construction. All right, thank you, Kurt. Yeah, something's up with Twitch, but that's fine. I wonder. This is just me being weird.
No change there.
Shush.
Oh, A lot of tires. Oh, I got the farm machinery DLC now. I
Ah.
think. Did I? Maybe.
Oh, I wonder if the Dallas data center didn't get hit by something because there's some nasty stuff happening in Texas right now in terms of storms around Dallas.
Mm. And their famously stable electrical grid.
Yes. Yes. Though I think some of it is OBS being a pain in the butt. So I was playing Forza 7, and I'm trying to complete all the races because I have nothing else to do. I'm not going to go buy a new Forza yet. Um, and they have an endurance race, and it's 300 miles at Sebring. And I was like, okay. And I did a lap around the Sebring in the car, and I looked at the lap time, and then how long the lap was, and did all the maths. And I was like, okay, it's like a 2.5 hours. I was like, it's like 80 something laps. And I start the race, 243 laps. I'm like, wait a minute. That's a lot more than 300 miles. In fact, that's 900 miles. Well, there's a setting you can have on there that says to put your races in ultra long, which makes sense for like regular races. But I was like, that doesn't make sense that it would attach itself to endurance races. But apparently it does. So I was like, well, we're not doing that. In fact, not only are we not doing that, but we're definitely not doing that. I'm gonna have to go and reset it back to normal in order to do that race. I was just like, why is this even a thing? If it's a 300-mile race, make it a 300-mile race. End of discussion. Stupid game.
How long would it have taken you to do the whole thing?
12 hours.
And would you have got any more, progression,
Oh yeah, yeah,
XP, whatever?
yeah. It would have been probably like a 4x multiple. Perfect streaming material. Yeah, no, said Shadow.
I don't know. Some people would watch it.
Oh, I'm sure people would watch it, but I'm just like Some guy did it and put it on YouTube. 12 hours and 48
I think
minutes.
that's the maximum length of a YouTube video, right?
No, you can. There's longer ones out there.
Is that?
Mm.
Okay. I stand corrected.
Especially if you go to like Lo-Fi Girl and that music, they'll be like 24-hour streams or 24-hour
Oh,
videos.
yeah, I suppose. I watch most of those when they're live, just live streaming. So at some point they must finish and then archive into a video and then just start a stream again.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was last week when we were playing Construction Sim. I had, or whatever we were playing. It was Construction Sim, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I had Blade Runner music on in the background. It was just very weird.
I mean, yeah, it's.
Moreover, because I just forgot to turn it off and the kind of chill vibe video I was listening to switched over to Blade Runner, and then that chipped in about halfway through the stream. So I thought, I'll just roll with it.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, YouTube did its play continually thing. So once one video finished, another one started. If it had been some like horrible death metal or something, then I would be like, okay, I'm gonna need to change this.
See, oh, you guys have YouTube Prime, right? Or YouTube
Yeah.
Premium or YouTube Platinum or whatever the frick it's called today?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't, so you cannot do continuous streaming. In fact, a long video will, after like an hour and change, if you do not have that browser as the active browser, it will prompt you and say, "Are you still watching?"
Yeah. So that does sometimes happen with Premium, but not very often.
So, but there's a plugin for anyone who has that problem. There's a plugin called YouTube Continuous that works for, well, I know it works for Microsoft Edge because that's what I use. So it works great, and YouTube can fluff off. Works great with the ad blocker.
I found that I still got ads on the iPad and the phone, even with, but the PC was fine, but any other devices would still have ads. So the just for less faff, we went up to premium because it's handy. I like to have my phone on, playing a song, and when you close the browser, normally then the video stops. But if with YouTube Premium, if you close the browser, the music continues to play. So that's useful for our use case anyway.
Yeah, I just go
Yeah,
by.
well, like when you close the screen and lock the phone, it still keeps playing.
Yeah, I just go by the music.
Well, no, that too. I know you like to judge me, but that's one thing we just decided was worth paying for.
Yeah.
Agree or not?
No, I mean it works for your use case. That's fine. I'm gonna discover this. I don't know why, but I'm gonna feel like discovering it. Oh gosh, no. We have a completely different problem here. Oh gosh. There we go.
Ooh, did you see all the trucks like skip then?
Yeah, I had a leg spike there. Moving us to the
I kind of.
we're going to the fad pad for Wilson Cuddles.
Oh, I wish to subscribe to some Wilson Cuddles, as well as Eurovision Facts. I think I've already subscribed to that
Yep.
that
Yep.
podcast.
Yep. There
And
might.
no doubt Wolf will subscribe me to Test Cricket Facts in a month or two.
Yep. Yep. And potentially there might be a coming Chow Chow Adventure subscription.
Oh hey, there's one well-traveled llama.
Yeah. Yeah. Might be going to Toronto.
How long does it take to get to Toronto from where you are?
It's about a 4-hour flight.
Hmm. That's not bad.
3:45, 4, something like that. Then you have to go through
How long was it
customs.
to Vegas?
Vegas was 2 hours.
Hmm.
Well, it was blocked at 2 hours. Only took us like an hour and a half, which is fine.
That's mad.
It takes an hour and a half for me to get down to Dallas too.
Yeah, so I suppose it's both ends adding extra time.
hmm Well, it's like the Toronto flight. I'm like, and then I have to go through customs, which means I will get to go play 20 questions with the extended customs people because all the travel I did years ago to Canada, and they just every time I go back, it's like I haven't been here for 5 years, and yet we have to go through this shenanigans all over again, where we're like, "Are you here to live?" No, I'm not here to live. I don't want to live in Canada. Thank you. All right, now how do I get out of the place I've just gotten into? Oh my gosh. This way. Yes. Let me out! I just want to get back on the road.
Let me out. Like me trying to find the exit to the very first place I spawned in,
Oh gosh.
where all of the fence looked the same, even the gate. There was no indication that it was in fact a gate until I got close to it, and it started to move. It's like, oh, great.
All right, we go out the same way we came in. How about that? That's new.
I can't remember if I asked you this, and apologies if I have. Have you got any of the Fallout games?
I got all the Fallout games except for 76.
1 and 2 as well?
Yep,
Did you
and
play them
Fallout
all?
Tactics. No, I haven't played 1, 2, or Tactics.
Tactics, is that like an XCOM type game?
I don't
Where
know.
you
It came in a pack of stuff in GOG, so I
mm,
yeah.
yeah, I keep being tempted to play. I've only played a tiny bit of New Vegas, but since I've watched the TV show, I'm like, all the Fallout things. Give me all of the Fallout things.
New Vegas is the one everyone thinks is one of the best, and
Yeah.
there's reason behind that because like Fallout 3, you're trying to find your dad. It's a completely um, false pressure, right? Like, oh, I need to find my dad. Oh, hey, look, here's a shiny object over here. I'm gonna go wander over here for days. Makes no sense. Fallout 4, I gotta find my kid. Oh wait, I'm gonna wander over here for several days. Like completely nonsensical. New Vegas, at least, it's like you got shot in the head and someone stole something from you, and you're like, I'm gonna get it back. You can take as long as you want.
Yeah, it's like the sense of urgency. There's only 72 hours until the moon crashes into the Earth, and you're like, oh, shiny. Let's go.
Yeah,
Save.
exactly. Yeah, because that's why to me Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 fall flat because there's this contrived sense of urgency that never is really a sense of urgency. It will wait on you. Whereas at least with New Vegas, there's no sense of urgency. It's like I'm gonna go get this thing back, and I'll get to it when I get to it.
So we's in Topeka, and then we want to go to.
I don't know. Pick a place we're gonna go to. Head north.
Well,
Let's somewhere in Kansas, preferably northern-ish Kansas.
we're already in North, aren't we?
Well,
Well,
we're kind of
mid-ish.
central. Yeah.
Phillipsburg. Anything going in Phillipsburg? Nope.
Nobody saw that.
Everything's going to Kansas City. Oh, there
Hmm.
is one for Phillipsburg. Why is it taking that route?
I don't know.
I want to unlock that bit of road. Maybe I'll just go that way anyway. It's not a very exciting load, it's only used packaging.
That's fine. I mean, we've had some exciting loads, so. Okay, so have you taken it?
Yes, from Home Store in Topeka. Wow, it's absolutely beautiful weather again now. What the heck? Just that one apocalypse cloud coming in. Husen, have you been
Apocalypse!
sending us apocalypse clouds? Hopefully Husen won't be here, will he? He'll be farming.
Yeah, it's about time Fluffy Farming kicks off. Leaving non-collision area.
You be careful,
Can I push you?
she says as she pulls into a car. Whee!
That's all right. I was literally pushing your rear bumper as you went through that. Should I fuel up? No, I don't need to fuel up. What I do need to do is eventually repair my truck because I had a few little oopses.
Yeah, I probably have enough for another couple of journeys.
Oh, fuel-wise, I fueled up on the way in, so I've got
I
plenty.
saw you stop in and figured that would be my only chance to get past you.
I'm hungry. What am I going to have for lunch? What should I have for lunch, Serenaar?
Hmm. soup. Oops, red light. Well, now I'm kind of in the middle of the road anyway, so. Okay. Okay, right, fine. Works too.
I don't think I have any soup. I've got some kind of Italian enchiladas that Das made. I have hamburger. I have a leftover one hamburger. I have some frozen pizza.
Ooh, I could always go for pizza.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards the pizza. But I might have the hamburger, because that might be good. It was supposed to be hamburger steak, but the way Das made the hamburger steak patties, it looks like just a regular hamburger. So I'm like, maybe I'll put that on a bun. Throw some cheese on there.
What's hamburger steak? If I forget what that is.
It's basically hamburger that's pan fried and slathered in mushroom gravy.
Oh, that does sound nice. I still have packets of biscuits and gravy,
Ooh.
which I'm going to smash at some point on a weekend when I really want some nice food.
Yeah, and then there's Susan who's like, I don't understand this biscuits and gravy thing. It's like, well,
It's delicious, is what it is.
so I've taken the coupling with trailers like I couple with trains. Slam.
With great vigor.
Yes, precisely. If I go this way, do I discover that? Ooh, I do. Can I get out of there? Or do I get stuck in here? Let's explore. What could go wrong? Oh, I can't get out that way. Okay, well, this has just gotten more interesting. All right, we're going this way now. Up the down. I mean, that seems legit. Wait a minute. They got the arrows wrong. At that end, they had the arrows wrong. Because the parking spots were facing the opposite direction. So it's like if you went up that way, you wouldn't actually be able to pull into any of those parking spots. Anyway, completely nonsensical.
Is this you with your city building head on?
Yes. Hey, Rockdale's looking nice, okay?
It is, to be fair. It does look good. I think you've thought more about the city planning than anybody in real life does anyway.
There's so many hospitals and police stations and fire stations. Like there's no, there's almost no crime. The only time there's crime is when I'm building a new area out because the police stations, it takes time for them to cover that in the patrols.
Hmm.
I've seen like a fire break out and within 30 seconds, in real life 30 seconds, there was a fire truck there. I was like, wow, that's nice. And the hospitals, there are more hospital beds. There's like 3 times the number of hospital beds as necessary. All because I'm like, okay, it's been this far since we've had a hospital or a clinic or a pharmacy or whatever. My current problem is schools. But other than that, yeah. And I got more train lines put in, so it's starting to look good. And
That transit hub, did you work out how to get them to switch over from one line to the other.
Yeah, basically you can't do what I did.
Have it go well. Having it cross over like 8 tracks was a bit much, especially given the amount of space you gave it.
Well, so I did put a picture in Discord of me getting that thing working, and it looks pretty good. And I've actually been able to replicate it multiple times in smaller situations. So I I've got a couple of twin tracks that I've done the same sort of crossover type thing.
Mhm. I wasn't throwing shade, by the way. I can't build for toffee in city builders, so have at it.
Well, most people, of course, let the game do the building, right? Like train track. Well, one in even in City Skylines, in base City Skylines, no train track has more than, or no train station has more than 2 tracks, so you never have a problem.
But then they didn't want to build like 8-line behemoths like you built, the terminus type thing.
Yeah. Well, technically that's not a terminus. That's a pass-through station. I do have some big giant terminus stations too. But
I did stop at the way station just to discover the bit of road.
I flew through it at a high rate of speed to discover it.
Of course you did.
Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Come on, camera. Just settle. Settle down, boy. Damn, boy.
It's not like you're just looking left out of the window every 10
Oh,
seconds. Whee!
totally doing that. Like I am drifting right now to look out the left window.
Do you think they'll ever make a sequel to ATS?
No.
Gonna keep adding to it forever?
Yeah. I mean, they've already proven that they can change the underlying engine of these games without doing a re-release.
Yeah, that's impressive in itself.
So, unlike Dovetail and the Train Sim World series, where every time a new engine comes out, they use it as a reason to release another full price game, SCS just retools the game into the new engine.
But that's because they write their own guts, right? It's just
Yeah.
their baby rather than Unreal 5 or whatever it is.
Yeah, but you can still make a change to the underlying engine without doing a re-release. I mean, look at what Bethesda did with Skyrim. There's how many versions of Skyrim out there?
Oh god, I don't know. I still only have one.
Yeah, well, you're weird, but we knew that.
Hmm. Yeah.
You can
Right,
always
I will
what?
discover the road going north and then west, rather than just keep going west like we are.
So you want to make this exit?
Yeah,
I'm
north
approaching
onto 81.
to 81. All right, that should be this exit here, I believe.
Next one, I think. Oh no, it is the one. Yeah, the same one, but
The
not
one I'm
the.
approaching at a high rate of speed.
No, not this one. There's the Cloverleaf Junction. That's where you want to go.
Oh, okay. Selina. Oh, this one up here?
Yep.
Okay. I'll race you. I'm going straight.
Okay, you'll win.
Nah, I'll do it. Whee.
Ah, you go straight. Oh,
No.
too late.
I mean, it's never too late for me.
You just whee.
Yeah. Oh, who's in starting up Farm Simulator?
And again in 30 seconds.
Kurt hit the wrong
There's another
button.
example to silly things where why does FarmSim need to sync for so long? And why it's been the same since 2013, right? Just
Well,
weird.
yeah. Well, yeah, compare that to what Construction Sim has done with their multiplayer. Yes, it's janky. The game itself is janky, but the sync is super fast. And it's crossplay, so it's not like it's because Farm Sim is doing crossplay. No, not wrong button, continuing squirrels. Ah, I gotcha.
Well, even then, crossplay isn't the issue because it nerfs the rest of the game for everybody else because of crossplay. So whereas No
Exactly.
Man's Sky, somebody can be playing on the Switch, someone can be playing on the Xbox, someone can be playing on the PlayStation or the PC, all in one party.
Yeah,
So that's technical achievement right there.
right. I mean, I get the mod thing. Like the script-based mods being, well, I don't get it, but it's more understandable. Like you can't necessarily execute certain scripts on a console.
Yeah.
I get that. A lot of that is Sony being a pretentious bunch of little tittle waffles, which nobody is surprised because that's just how Sony works. But the slot limit thing that's tied up to the console, I'm like, why is that even a thing?
PS5 is running comparative hardware to a PC anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically got an Intel i7 chip in it.
Yep. No, it's just a terrible implementation, which nobody's surprised with Giants for having a terrible implementation.
People still keep buying it though. No matter how many other farming type games there are,
Well, it's because the
Farm
other
Sim
ones
will
are
always be king.
the other ones are not good. They could be good, but they're not.
I forgot to check how many extra miles this little diversion added on.
Oh, not that many. It's raining for me though.
Yeah, it just started raining here too. In the game. Still bright and sunny outside.
Ooh, now there's thunder in the game.
Ooh, I just saw some lightning.
Very, very frightening.
Galileo!
You cannot boo, Kurt. You cannot
For
boo.
what? How dare you? I probably should have braked earlier.
I just
Yes,
did.
yes. Yeah, yes, I should have. Oh boy. Ooh, okay. That was an interesting line around that corner.
Any turn you survive.
There may have been some minor jackknifing.
It's only a jackknife when your cab hits your trailer. That's my stance.
Okay. Well, it wasn't quite then.
Kurt only boos when someone gets to pun in first and denies him doing it. Well, yes. So this road that we're on, 36.
Yep.
That's the road that runs right through the town I live in and goes up into the mountains.
Oh, right.
It's an extremely long road.
And is it all single lane like this?
No, I mean, through town well, now it's got 6 lanes through parts of town.
Wow. Even our biggest motorways aren't 6 lanes.
Well, it's not a motorway.
Well,
It's just a
like
just a
3 lanes
road.
each side or 6 lanes each side?
3 lanes each side.
Oh, yeah, just standard motorway size then.
Well, that's not a motorway though.
In
It'd
the
be
UK it would be.
considered, well, no, in the US it would be considered an A road
Mm-hmm.
because it's not the interstate. That would be the analogous to your motorway.
Yeah. Do you still call it the interstate if it's just like your local road, or is that the highway?
No, it'd be the highway. The interstate is
So,
just those roads that are designated with the I and the number.
but I called all of them highways, I think. I think there was no distinction for me between highway and interstate.
No, that's fine. Most people use interstate and highway synonymously anyway, but they're technically not synonymous.
Ooh, plane's flying pretty low. Oh, it's a
So,
biplane. Is he spraying?
yep.
Not gonna get much spraying done in this weather.
Oh, that sign is dead. Oh, I'm in a ravine. Oh, can I get? Oh goodness.
Were you looking at this crop duster?
Well, no, but I think I might have a problem now. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. There we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh,
Oh, I can see a Dare Terror's nameplate.
well.
Where's the Dare? Play a game of Where's the Dare?
Nope, that's not gonna work. All right, so now if I can just. Why can't it reverse? Reverse, truck. Reverse. Mm-hmm. There are gonna be a few cars stopped while they observe this situation.
Oh, bong. Oh, bong. The lorry's just like, yep, you carry on. This trailer's just going boink, 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 boink.
I'm making some sort of progress.
I would offer to come in and help, but I think I might make things worse. What if I push your nose out a bit? Would that help?
Maybe.
Okay, let's try this. Gonna try not to cause too much damage. Oh, I might need to do it at high speed. But, oh, you are starting to move.
Death by DJ, welcome in. Thank you for triggering the monkey pack.
Things are going about as normal as they always are.
They are, yes. The monkeys are happy to see you. The monkeys love new people. The monkeys have had their shots. They might bite you. It's okay. We know where they've been. Those shots keep them well and all. But be careful of Farmer Kurt. He does not have his shots. Ow. And he does bite. And he's in chat. This might be a lost cause.
No. I'm not. No. Not giving up on it yet. No.
IRL trucker here for ATS Chaos. Well, you know, we had a momentary lapse of reason. You getting that out with a tow hook? Well, I try. Oh my, we've made a traffic jam. Okay, I think we're kind of all right. Wait, can I get this truck to reverse? Can you reverse, please, truck? Because that would be amazing if I could reverse just enough to get off of my fuel tank. That would be amazing.
You are moving.
I am moving. This might go really well or terribly. Oh, I've locked.
Physics might realize that something's happening, and then we both shoot into space. I think there's a culvert just down by the
There
other
is.
side,
I'm gonna end up stuck on it, I'm sure. Because now we're gonna dig my bull bar into the ground. Whee! Now I just need that trailer to magically back itself up. I love game physics.
All right, well, I'm gonna pull over and let the traffic go.
Go. There we go. The traffic is just like, oh my gosh. All right, go. Let's just go.
Out the way, grey car.
uh,
Well, that went well.
He's a lucky SOB with stuff like this. Yep, pretty much fact. uh, yep, that one as expected. Uh, nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. uh, all right, 10 miles.
I know, it just had to be with like 15 miles to go. That's why I'm like, I'm not giving up.
Yeah, my truck is gonna give up though.
Are you? How's your damage?
Oh, I don't know. It's 13%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Although a few of those percents was probably from me giving you a nudge.
Yep. That's fine though. Bonsai into town. Going to rip this frickin' controller apart after this.
Oh dear.
Look at how good my brakes are. Oh, dude, really?
We need to go right. Oh. Oh, law and order has broken down.
Oh, you're turning too?
Anarchy, rim the
Fine.
streets, cats and dogs living together.
Uh, I like to push the game engine to its upper limits. Mass hysteria, exactly. That's why most of the clips on my channel involve things going to space.
Yeah, something being bounced against something that it shouldn't be.
Yep, pretty much.
I think
Oh.
someone defined the term kinetic intervention or something, where things don't quite go where they should.
Uh-huh, pretty much. Pretty much.
Where am I putting this? Oh, that way. I see, I see.
All right, let me get this truck turned around for the end of this stream. It's a day in the life of a trucker, something always going screwy. Yeah, I mean, it's a day in the life of anybody who does anything proper. All right, controller is just going to go around in circles because it's just being a tit, and I need to rip it apart and fix the controller drift, which will happen later while Serenaar attempts to back her trailer in. Or back over me, I guess, because I'm parked in the way, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Bleh. Next.
Usually it's the chickens getting splattered, but this time it's you.
Ah, well.
You're in my brain.
There's nothing there. Next.
Echo.
Yeah. Next week, Saturday, I don't know what I'm playing yet. figure it out. Maybe some more car mechanic. I have to save myself in car mechanic because I made a mistake and now I have no money. So I have a car literally sitting out in the parking lot because I don't have enough money to actually do the repairs.
What did you do?
Oh, don't ask. So that'll be Saturday. Sunday, me and Serenaar will be back doing something. I don't know
I'll
what,
have
but
to check. Is this the? Yes, I'm not. I'm away one weekend towards the end of May, but
okay. You tell me
at
which
the moment,
weekend.
yeah, the 26th, I think, of May, I'll be away.
Okay, yeah, that's a long weekend for us anyway. Um, all right, cool. We're gonna go over to Fluffy Farming. Appreciate the raid from Kurt and Death by DJ. Thank you for the follow. We will be back shortly, but we're gonna go over and see Fluffy Farms.
Take
And
care, everybody.
yep, take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Oh gosh, more to add to your list of carnage.
Sweet Transit, that's what it was. Same as Yorkshire folk? Yes, pretty much. I'm seriously trying to discover 100% of this map for no reason whatsoever because there is no achievement involved, but yet I'm still. Yeah. I have problems. Shut up, Wolf.